What happens to your body when you use your phone for 10 hours a day? The damage isn't gradual, it's silent, aggressive, and deeply neurological. The human brain was never designed for this kind of nonstop digital stimulation, and the very first system to collapse is your attention. Think about it. Constant scrolling floods your brain with little bursts of dopamine. Over time, this slowly destroys your ability to focus, to concentrate, or even feel satisfied by normal, everyday activities. Real life starts to feel boring, dull, and emotionally flat. As this continues, your brain's reward circuitry becomes desensitized. You find yourself scrolling longer and longer just to get that same hit of stimulation. It's a loop that looks a lot like addiction. At the same time, your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for self-control and decision-making, begins to weaken. This is why procrastination, impulsive behavior, and emotional instability become more common. You might find yourself snapping more easily, or putting off important tasks for another scroll. Physically, the damage spreads faster than most of us realize. Staring down at a phone for hours forces your neck into a forward tilt. This simple act increases the pressure on your cervical spine by up to 6 times its normal load. This leads to chronic neck pain, nerve compression, headaches, and even early spinal degeneration, a condition now commonly known as text neck. Your shoulders round forward, your chest tightens, and your breathing becomes shallow. This reduces the amount of oxygen getting to your brain and muscles, which just amplifies feelings of fatigue and anxiety. And then there are your eyes. They take a brutal hit. The constant exposure to blue light, especially at night, suppresses melatonin production. This delays when you feel sleepy, fragments your deep sleep, and completely messes up your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm. The result? Insomnia, poor recovery, and that feeling of being constantly tired, even after a full night's sleep. On top of that, digital eye strain causes dryness, blurred vision, twitching, and an increased risk of myopia, or nearsightedness, getting worse. Inside your brain, something even darker is happening. Those constant notifications, the pings, the buzzes, the little red dots, keep your nervous system in a permanent state of high alert. This elevates your stress hormone, cortisol, all day long. Chronically high cortisol increases inflammation, weakens your immune system, accelerates the aging process, and can even break down muscle tissue. Over time, it also raises your blood pressure and increases your risk of heart disease. As all this phone time replaces actual movement, your metabolism begins to slow down. Your body's sensitivity to insulin drops, and fat storage increases. This raises the risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes, even in young, otherwise healthy people. Simply sitting for prolonged periods reduces blood flow, contributing to poor circulation and chronic pain throughout the body. It's a cascade of negative physical effects. Mentally, spending 10 hours a day on your phone completely rewires your emotional processing. It's been linked to a significant increase in anxiety, depression, irritability, and social comparison. Your brain is constantly measuring your life against the unrealistic, curated standards you see online. This chips away at your self-esteem and fuels feelings of inadequacy and not being good enough. Shockingly, scientific studies have shown that this level of excessive screen exposure can actually shrink gray matter density, specifically in the areas of the brain responsible for empathy, memory, and emotional regulation. This means that overusing your phone doesn't just distract you, it subtly changes who you are as a person, your ability to connect with others, to remember important things, to manage your own feelings. It all takes a hit. The sleep deprivation caused by late-night phone use has even more consequences. It disrupts the release of growth hormone, which is critical for your body to repair itself. This slows down muscle recovery after a workout, weakens your skin's ability to heal, can increase wrinkles, and accelerates your biological aging process. Even your digestion suffers. The constant stress and distraction impair the communication between your gut and your brain, leading to issues like bloating, poor appetite regulation, and problems absorbing nutrients from your food. When this lifestyle continues for years, the long-term effects become undeniable. Your reaction time slows down, your memory weakens. Your emotional resilience collapses, making it harder to bounce back from setbacks. Your creativity declines, as your brain is trained for passive consumption, not active creation. Your motivation for real-world activities fades away, creating a life that feels busy but empty. connected but lonely, stimulated but completely exhausted. And here is the most shocking truth of all. Using your phone for 10 hours a day does not just steal your time. It steals your nervous system's ability to rest. It steals your brain's ability to focus. And it steals your body's ability to heal itself. Unless you consciously restore boundaries with your device, the damage doesn't announce itself with a sudden pain or a clear warning. It shows up silently, as burnout, as anxiety, as weak focus, poor sleep, chronic fatigue, and a quiet, unsettling sense that something inside you just isn't working the way it used to. It's a slow erosion of your health, your focus, and your vitality. It's never too late to take back control. Small changes, like setting screen time limits, creating phone-free zones in your home, and consciously choosing to engage with the real world can make a massive difference. Your brain and body have an incredible capacity to heal, but it starts with recognizing the problem and taking that first step. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content on how to live a healthier, more focused life in this digital age. Stay mindful, and I'll see you in the next one.